technology. Now, our next example is for wireless applications. And as we know, the advantages of using wireless application for business is the convenience of no cabling, mobility, portability, and flexibility, anytime, anywhere access. And these are considered the top three benefits of wireless: and no cabling, mobility, portability, and flexibility. Now, larger companies use wireless LANs to extend the reach of Ethernet LANs, and so that places where it's difficult to hardwire, it's difficult to wire them, you can use wireless. So for example, warehouses, conference room, manufacturing floors, where when they think it's more expensive to have it cabled, but they want to have it wired, meaning still be able to have access to their local area network, then they use wireless application. And I think that's one of the advantages of using wireless. And also it improves productivity because you have non-stop access to business system. Now, there was a study that according to Cisco, that wireless improves connectivity and saves worker an average of 70 minutes per day. And they also found that adopting wireless sales force automation or customer relationship management increases productivity. Well, however, there's still disadvantages, such as since it's a new technology, there might still be some impact on stability and the maturity of the hardware and the cost. Okay, so wireless is defined as any type of electronic operation or electrical operation which is accomplished without the use of hardwired connection. And we consider wireless as a branch of telecommunication. And like what I said, the question here is, how can this type of technology advantage organization? As I have mentioned earlier, that aside from the convenience of no cabling, portability, and flexibility, for companies where it's difficult or more expensive to have cabling or hard to wire location, like warehouses and conference rooms and manufacturing floors, it is a lot easier to extend or to have access in your network if you have wireless. And also you have non-stop access to businesses, and it saves workers time, and because you have access anywhere, and in return this increases productivity. Now, this example, GPS tracking for organization, this particular company provides services for businesses who wants to keep track of their workers. So for example, they use GPS. This one uses GPS to track their workers. So what happens is, if your workers are always off-site, meaning for builders, for consultants that doesn't have to report in the office, but they do their work outside the office, then you can track them, because you can track the time when you can see if your worker is within the location he is assigned. You can also control overtime because they have wireless time cards, and they can track individual jobs and collect job related data. So they use GPS to track. So if I am, let's say, a builder, I don't need to go to the office to report like I am going to start the job now. All I can do is using my phone or that device that has been given to me, I can time in and time out. Okay. Now they can also use GPS time track for vehicles. So if you're a business and you have transportation that are always around, so if you are delivering stuff, or you have, this is normally for logistics, you can see the locations of your vehicle, and you can also monitor the speed of your vehicle, and you know when the vehicle is entering or leaving a designated area. And the last use is GPS asset on track, and what this one is just to track the location of your assets. So if, for example, the projector, your laptops, or something more valuable, and you want to know where your assets are when it leaves the designated areas, or if it is being stolen, then you can monitor that. So these are some of, and Zora is one of the early adopters of this technology. Now, Zora uses mobile, wireless, and GPS tracking. Okay.